Hey folks, General Payload back with another Space Station 13 update. Most of my work this weekend has been on the back end, things you won't actually see working with the inventory system, item system, trying to figure out exactly how I want to use data tables to track everything. So yeah, that's the boring part. Also did a little bit of work with the main menu. This guy is a little annoying because it doesn't matter how I set the camera. It can be clear as a bell. If I click on it, you can't see him because he's out of view for the preview at the moment, but he's clear as a bell when he shows up in here. Like if I put him more towards the center, but here it's fucking fuzzy. It's making me nuts. So yeah, there's that. Still no functionality. I will get to that. That is right now. I would just want to build the core systems, and then I will flesh them out as I figure out exactly how I want them to work. Let's see. What else? Let's go to the actual station map.
Welcome to the station, crew. Enjoy your stay.
Let's get our ID. That's the wrong button. Let's flip and then get our ID. Yeah, eventually I want that inventory system so I can open lockers and put stuff in lockers and then have pickups just laying around. Right now the pickup system is based on when you get near it. So like if there's two things sitting right next to each other and I hit E to pick it up, I'm going to pick them all up, and I don't want that. I want to be able to do a raycast to where that little red dot is and actually be able to pick up whatever it is I'm looking at. And we'll get there. But, one of the things that I figured out as I was going through all of this is that the station needs to be destructible. I mean, that is a huge part of the gameplay mechanic. Stuff needs to be able to be blown up, and right now it can't be. So I've been kind of hemming and hawing all weekend over, do I continue building the station or focus on the back end and the stuff that, needs to work? Or do I scrap what I have and rebuild it with one of the destructible models? The current release destructible model is Apex, which just kind of breaks things up into chunks as it blows up. I had a destructible wall in one of the other rooms, but I ended up getting rid of it. Their new system, Chaos, works a little differently, and I still need to play with it and figure out exactly what needs to be done. But yeah, so I am probably going to have to rebuild all of this. But in the meantime, while I was bored, took a look at the station map, and I'm like, what are all these blue walls? So got onto TGSwiggy, and I'm like, okay, that's glass. So we now have some glass over there, and some glass over there. The airlocks are glass. And start putting in more glass. Will be interesting. Glass, and glass. I don't think that was the glass. I'll show you guys that. So, what else? Oh, yes. I got one of the maintenance tunnels actually walled in. There's an exit. This is one of those areas that you will definitely need your flashlight. No, let me go out this one. Gotta figure out what to do about the camera. It's kind of tight. And as you can see, when you get to the walls, you're fine here until you get to a corner. Trying to go around the corner, you kind of lose the character, and we'll see. I may end up making the maintenance tunnels a little wider to deal with that. But I've got more walls and stuff up. That one and this one, and the walls will not be see-through when it's done because you'll have the outer wall here. Nope. I also want to put glass up here to keep people from just, you know, busting into cargo whenever but, yeah. A couple of more of the rooms done. I just thought about something. I turned all the dynamic lighting back. This video's probably gonna suck. Alright. Now that we're out here where there's not a whole lot of dynamic lighting, yeah, you saw the floors laid out to arrivals, but I now have the rest of the main hallways laid out. I haven't really gone on to building a whole lot more, because as I finish these couple of rooms, I'm like, oh, shit. This is where all this needs to be destructible, and it's not, so continuing to build almost feels like a waste of time. It's taken me a bit to build this much already. So, I'm probably going to have to start over, as I've said. But, it is what it is, and it is part of the learning process. So, with that, I will leave you with one last thing, and then I will call it a night. Yes, that is it. Good night.